She should have replied by now, and I'll be checking my phone until she does. By and until. 2 words, completely different jobs.
One tells you when something ends, the other tells you the deadline, and mixing them up is exactly the kind of mistake that sounds almost right until a native speaker flinches. Hi, we're Emily and Nathan. This is Quiet English.
Quick, please subscribe. It's free, it helps me grow this channel, and honestly, it's just me and 2 people I invented. Every subscriber counts. Back to them.
Okay, so the difference.
By, not later than. A deadline, a point you have to reach or a thing that has to happen before a certain time. Until, how long something continues. You're inside it. It keeps going up to that point and then stops.
So they're not interchangeable.
Not at all. I'll wait by you arrive. Wrong. I'll wait until you arrive. Right. The waiting continues. That's until.
And the mistake goes the other way too. I have to send this until Friday. That sounds like you're sending it repeatedly until Friday, which is not what you mean.
Exactly. I have to send this by Friday. Deadline. Not later than Friday. That's by.
So here's your first trigger. Whenever you're talking about a deadline, something that must happen before a point, that's by. And whenever you're describing how long something continues, you're inside it, it's ongoing, that's until.
Now, by the time. This one is worth its own moment.
Because it's not just by on its own.
Right. By the time introduces a whole clause. And what it means is, between now and the moment something happens, something else will already be complete. Introverts use this structure constantly in their heads.
Give me an example.
By the time I think of the perfect thing to say, the conversation will have moved on.
That is painfully accurate.
Or, by the time she replies, I'll have written 3 different responses and deleted them all.
The trigger here, to listener, is by the time followed by a present simple verb. By the time we get there. By the time she arrives. Present simple after by the time, even though the meaning is future. That trips people up.
And in the past, same structure, but the result uses past perfect. By the time I got to the meeting, they had already started. Not they started, they had already started.
The mistake there is dropping the had. By the time I arrived, everyone left. Sounds wrong. By the time I arrived, everyone had left. That's it.
So, by the time plus present simple, future result. By the time plus past simple, past perfect result. The had is not optional.
One more contrast, because this one comes up constantly in messages and emails.
Until versus by with future situations.
I'll be in meetings until 3. Continuing, ongoing, stops at 3. That's until. I'll be done by 3. Deadline, finished no later than 3. That's by.
And the test. Ask yourself, is the thing still happening up to that point? Then until. Is the thing completing before or at that point? Then by.
Which sounds simple until you're typing fast and your brain just picks one.
Which is when you type, I'll finish until Friday, and immediately know something is wrong but can't say why.
That's the mistake. I'll finish by Friday. The finishing happens before or on Friday, not continuously up to it.
Shadowing. Slow first. She should have replied by now. I'll keep checking my phone until she does. I have to send this by Friday. By the time I think of what to say, the moment will have passed. I'll be in that call until at least 4 o'clock. By the time we got there, they had already started without us.
Same phrases. Normal pace. No pauses. Just follow. She should have replied by now.
I'll keep checking my phone until she does. I have to send this by Friday. By the time I think of what to say, the moment will have passed. I'll be in that call until at least 4 o'clock. By the time we got there, they had already started without us.
So, by is a deadline, not later than. Until is duration. It keeps going up to that point. Different jobs, different words.
Come back to shadowing so it sticks. And tomorrow, by the time you get to work, try to use one of these. You'll have had the whole commute and comment section to practice.
If you want to be consistent, subscribe. See you next time.